Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I am going to go over the Home tab for the Microsoft Outlook calendar. So normally when you go into Calendar, this is a view that you can see. I believe it is also the default view, which is the week. I can't honestly answer you, otherwise this is the way I've always had it set up, so this is the way I recognize it the best. So you have various options here. You have new meeting, new appointment, new meeting, new items, Skype, meeting, today, next 7 days, day, work week, month, schedule, view, open calendar, calendar groups, email calendar, share calendar, publish online, calendar permissions, and address book. So there is a difference between the new appointment and new meetings. I don't know if anybody's really aware of that. New appointment is just basically information for you, and it'll show up on your calendar as you being, I could put in that I'm going to be sleeping during this time because 3 o'clock in the morning, that's what I'm going to definitely be doing. And then I can change to home. And since this is in the past, I'm going to change this to, say, a week later. And so you can actually change it, and you can also change your end time. Say I'm going to sleep till Thursday, morning. And you can see I actually got a conflict on my calendar, just so you're aware of that. But one of the things I can do when I'm in here is also change it from busy to free, and then it'll take away that option. And so that's how you would set that up. You would do save and close. I'm not going to do that just because I'm not going to save and close it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit delete for now because I don't really need that on my calendar right now. The other thing, so a meeting is different in the sense that you can invite people. So I'm going to invite myself to a meeting, say, and so you pick your attendees, and I can say that person's required. Maybe I have somebody else that I can add. Let's try, Kathy. She's always my go-to because she sometimes maybe needs to be there, or I kind of want her to be there, so I can actually add her, and I can also put her into the resources because she's somebody who has my resources. And so I can also put in a subject, discussion regarding whatever, and I could put the location, Kathy's office. I can also put, wherever I want to do it. It's not going to save the room for me in this sense because I don't have a room that available, or I don't have the option to select a room, although I do have rooms here. So let's see if I can pull one up. Let's go ahead and hit go. How about let's just try BH. Sometimes I get this wrong. So I can actually select a room here and say okay, and that sure, yes. Okay, so now it's going to send to 1/6 that room to let that room know that I'm going to be in there as well. That's all it's doing, is just basically a kind of booking the room. And then you can put other additional information here, discussion about and so I have that available to me. Make sure that you pick the right date and time. I would hate to have Kathy come in at 3:30 in the morning and visit with me. So say I'm going to meet with her at 8:30 a.m. And you can change how long you want it to go. Nice thing about the scheduling is right here, because you can quickly see how many hours it's going to be. You can also choose all day event, and that will just block you out for the rest of the day. I did want to point out the scheduling assistant. I have you can see that I have everybody involved here, and I can find out if there's a conflict, and you can see that I actually show one conflict here. So this is useful in that sense that I can I can make sure that we're both on the same page and we can do that. I will go more into creating appointments and scheduling meetings later. I just kind of wanted to go over this a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. Those will be in a different video. New items, so I can actually do an email message from here, so I don't have to switch back to my email, which is this icon right here. I can set up a new appointment, new meeting, new contact, new task. I got all of these options here. Same with Skype meeting. I could set up a Skype meeting through here. Make sure when you do this that you have this link here, because if you set up a Skype meeting and you don't have this link, don't worry about the phone number, just worry about this part right here, because when you are joining a meeting, you want to make sure that they have the link to get to the meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and hit delete on that as well. These are your different views. So I can go to today. It'll let me. Okay, let's go to next 7 days. For some reason, I didn't like my today. So this is the next 7 days. Let's go back to today. Let's see if it'll let me do it now. Well, it's just not letting me do it. Okay, I can go to the day view. So this is something that I can look at. This is something I can look at if I just want to see what's going on today at work. I can look at my work week. So what this will do is just show me my Monday through Friday. It'll disregard the Saturday and Sunday, unless your work week is on a Saturday and Sunday. And I'll show you how to fix that in another time, in another video, because I believe that's some other function in another folder, another tab. I can also look at the full week, which is Sunday through Sunday. So, you know, I got Saturday and Sunday put back together. And again, that's the one I work with the most, just because I do a lot of, I like to know ahead of time what I'm doing. I also have my month view, so I can actually see what's going on my whole month instead of just, you know, for a week. And so I think that's a really valuable tool, especially if you're setting up meetings and such. This just makes life a lot easier for you to kind of see it really quickly. And then again, we got the schedule view. This just kind of just shows you what your schedule looks like for the day. Not my favorite view, but it is an optional view that you can use. So the next thing you can do is you can actually open calendars. So say I want to look at a room list. So let's go ahead and BH, and we'll go ahead and say go. And there's, okay, so I'm going to add that one and just say okay. Now I can look at the room, and you can see it right here, BH 168, and it's been added to my view. I can even go into my month, and I will now have different views here. And you can see I also had it added to my room view here. So if I wanted to, I can actually add all three up here and see what's going on in comparison to each room. You can also, you know, overlap, so you can kind of see where you fit in all of this, where there might be times that you're available or the room is available. You know, so that's how you would do that. And that's just these arrow guys right here. And if you don't want to view the rooms anymore, you can either exit out of them right here, or you can also just uncheck it here. You can create calendar groups. Now, that's something I do. If I choose, I can actually create a new calendar group. Say I have some faculty members that I want to create a group for. So I can create faculty and just say, okay, you now see it coming up here. And now I can add anybody I want to that view. Let's go ahead and I will pick Christina Rubido. We work together, so it's kind of nice to be able to recognize somebody I worked with. Maybe we want to have lunch one day. So this actually shows me her schedule. It doesn't tell me what she's doing. So like if I highlight over this, and I just want you to be aware, it doesn't say what she's doing. It just says she's busy at the moment. So that's the only thing you will get out of that, unless you give them certain permissions. You can email your calendar. So if you have something that you want to email, you can just, I want to show the next 30 days to whomever. This will show it for me. And I can also show times within my working hours and other information here. So these are options that are available to you. Let's see, you share your calendar. So this is where you can also share your calendar. You want to say you have a TA and you want that TA to know when you're not going to be in the office or when you're going to be in the office. You can actually send it to them, and this will give them the views that you want them. I can choose availability only, or I can give them full details or limited details. It just so the limited details includes only availability and subjects of calendar items only. So that's like what I was saying just earlier with Christina's calendar. It would just show busy. It won't show anything other than busy or tentative or free. So it's nice that way. But if you do choose to give full details, it's going to tell. So if somebody has full details to my calendar, they're going to see my recording information. They're going to see all of this information on my calendar. You can publish your calendar online. Don't. I guess. Just because I'm not exactly comfortable with that, and I don't think it's really something that you necessarily need to do. Calendar permissions is similar to what we were looking at before. You can see that I actually have my supervisor set up. He's a reviewer. He can't edit anything, but he can see everything. I can change it from full details to busy time or availability type. I don't mind if he sees what I have in there, but this is just where you would definitely change the permissions for the person that you're sharing your calendar with. If you don't want them to have all the information, you can just do free busy time and hit apply, and then that's all that they would see. I'd like for my supervisor to be able to see where I'm at because he may be looking for me, and so that's the only reason why I would do something like that. And then I can also search for people. So there I can find that person and get information about them. And again, if I want to view their calendar, I can just go to open calendar. Now that's not them giving me permission to make any change. It just gives me the ability to look at their calendar, and they're not sharing with me. I'm just looking to see if I can find their availability. And that is your home tab. And any questions, feedback, need any help, please contact me, edis.warden@oit.edu, extension 51730, and Skype, Edis Warden, and please feel free to contact me anytime. I will be glad to help you as best as I can. Thank you, and have a fabulous day.